Hello, welcome. This is the Resilient Rooster. I'm back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today I'm going to be showcasing ABC Nightmare again. This will be a list after the ban list. I added the Sky Striker engine, and the Sky Striker engine consists of the 3 searchers for the token and the 3 tokens. You're going to be using these tokens to go to the Link Monster to get another token, and this helps you make Skull Dread easier. Hopefully when you get into Skull Dread, you can draw your combo pieces and go off even further. So this is my list for now. Feel free to make any changes, and let's get right into the replays. I would say the ideal 2 cards that you want to start off your combo is any card that can get you a token and any monster that can get you 2 bodies on board. In this case, both the Gold Gadget and the Armageddon Knight are able to get me 2 bodies on board. Gold Gadget can summon a machine type from my hand, and Armageddon Knight can send the Malicious to the graveyard to get on board. So in this case, I got 4 monsters on board, and I can make the Skull Dread and hopefully draw into my combo pieces. The combo piece that you want to draw is the Unit Hanger if you didn't have it already, and any card that can get you another 2 body on board. In this case, since my Skull Dread can special summon from my hand, I'm able to special summon my other gadget that I haven't used. And now this gadget helped me extend to make the Nightmare Goblin, and you just go off from there. The ideal scenario is to get a Firewall. If you can get a Firewall, you can try to abuse A in ABC. A lets you add any ABC cards from your graveyard to your hand, and the ideal setup is to add A repetitively. That way you can get all your link cards on board. So in this case, I had a monster in my hand, so this allows my Firewall to be the last chain to happen to keep summoning my A, and you just rinse and repeat. And I'm not sure which one's the best, but I like to let my ABC tag out just in case anything goes wrong. So in this case, I made the Nightmare Gryphon on top. You can make it on the side and put the ABC on top, but I don't really like it since your ABC can't tag out if that happens. So my opponent can't special summon thanks to the Nightmare Eve. They had to suicide in order to get rid of it. I feel that most people will try to main like the Nightmare Mermaid to get out of this lock. My opponent had to suicide in order to, or they had to give up their battle phase in order just to get rid of it. So they were able to, put a dent on my extra deck, but thanks to ABC can tag out, it dodges the skill drain of Unicorn. And right now, this is way enough for game. The only problem is they have a backwards in their hand, but I was able to draw the Call by the Grave. So fortunately, I had the answers, and I was able to end the duel this turn. While I was playtesting with this deck, the only card in my extra deck that I didn't go into was the Clipboard Genius. You could probably switch out one of those Clipboard Genius with the Baguska. Baguska is one of those decent cards to fall back on just in case you have one of those bad hands. So in this case, I was able to get enough resource to make the Skull Dread. And by the time you make the Skull Dread, your opponent shouldn't have any hand traps. So you have Call by the Grave, you can just put it back into your deck. And remember, once you make the Skull Dread, you want to summon the Goblin in the middle. That way you can summon the Firewall on the right of the Goblin. The objective now is just to get all the ABC pieces to the graveyard. That way you're able to summon the ABC Buster from the extra deck if anything happens. But in this case, since there was nothing happening, I was able to continue my play like last time. The A or the B Buster Drake was able to search the A, and A will help set the loop. So once you're in this position, you should be good to go. As soon as you link with the A, you're able to add it back and just keep special summoning, keep linking up. In this case, I had the Mermaid here, and eventually I went to Underclock Taker and just keep rinse and repeating. You climb up the ladder. So once you make the Underclock Taker, I think the next step is the Unicorn, and after the Unicorn, it's going to be the Gryphon. And after the Gryphon, you can summon ABC on the side, and it's a pretty decent board. You're able to get a lot of plus, so in this case, I had 5 cards, or 6 cards, and 3 cards in hand, so it's a pretty good board. My opponent had the Raigeki, but thanks to the Cerberus, I was able to protect it. The ABC tagged out, and that's why I like to put the Gryphon on top. That way you have the ability to tag out. Otherwise, you can't summon your ABC Buster since, there's no zone left to summon. My opponent wasted their battle phase, and this is the part where it's kind of hard for almost any deck to come back if they had to skip their battle phase. So here we had way enough for game. I just went to the Borolo Dragon, that way I could summon my ABC from the extra deck and attack for game. This is one of the games where I didn't open up the field spell. And when you don't open up the field spell, the game gets a lot harder since you're not able to get all the ABC pieces to the grave. I know in the OCG, thanks to Needle Fiber and Summon Sorcerer, you're able to get all the ABC pieces out quickly. But since those cards aren't legal yet, it's a little bit harder. I got the Skull Dread. I was hoping to draw into the Terraforming or Unit Hanger, but it didn't happen. I tried to do my same route, get the Goblin in the middle, etc. stuff like that. But I had to do more different shenanigans to pull this combo off. So still, my goal was to make the Firewall, but in this case, I actually had to use my Firewall bounce. In the past few games, I still had my bounces left, but this game it forced me, because I needed one card to discard and one card to summon. So in this case, I got summoned the B Buster Drake and I sent the Armageddon Knight. But when I drew from the Mermaid, I drew the A, and all of a sudden, I'm back in the game. I probably should have summoned this A instead of the C, that way the C would have been in my hand. So I misplayed in that part, but I still got the same board, except it was one card less. So I got the ABC Buster with the Raigeki, but Raigeki is going to be used to discard, I believe. They try to Book of Moon my ABC Buster, I banished the Fairy Tale Snow, and this is pretty much game. My opponent can't destroy them by card effects, and thanks to the Gryphon, they can't use special summon monsters unless they're linked. So here, due to the same combo, I tagged out with all my ABC pieces to make the Borlo Dragon, and now I can just attack for game. In this next game, my opponent is playing Trickstar and they get to go first. They didn't have a good board, but at least they had like 3 disruption. So you get to see how this deck plays around disruption. I try to use the Unit Hanger, it got Cyclone, and in this case I got Ash. Maybe they could have saved the Ash for a different card, but they didn't know I had 2 engage, so that was pretty decent. I tried to add the engage, but I end up getting Reincarnation, and this is where running cards at multiple copy is helpful. I was able to draw another token, and these tokens help extend the plays. So here I don't really have enough to make that big board, but I do have enough cards on board to attack for game. Thanks to Skull Dread extra 300 boost, you're able to beef up all your monsters. That way you can deal 900 extra damage, and that was helpful to OTK the opponent. So that's it for the replays. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh content, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and have a great day.